Good evening, Packers fans. Aaron Negler here with your post-game chat from the Packers' season-ending loss to the San Francisco 49ers. Dropping 24-21 out in Santa Clara. Tough game, mostly because the Packers squandered so many chances to not only take this game, but to put it away. I mean, as someone on our watch party mentioned, it was 21-14 for a long time. Packers offense could not build on that lead and ultimately put the game away. And then, of course, yes, Anders Carlson missing that kick to make it a 2-score game potentially really ripped the chances away from the Packers advancing, as well as the missed opportunities early in the game, settling for field goals. Matt LaFleur leaving points off the board with his decision to try and go for it on fourth down. Lots of things the Packers could have done to take control, couldn't quite execute. A chance here, a chance there. And look, I understand people are going to be very upset. It's the end of the season. It's a playoff loss. Always hard. But you cannot deny the progress that was made this season by this Packers team. And no doubt you wanted to take advantage of this opportunity. But the future is very bright, though I'm sure there are plenty of Packers fans who don't want to hear that right now. It is very true. And I'm going to say this right now, right off the top, because I know I'm going to be asked like a million times, and I'll answer probably a lot of them. But just for the record, I know you meaning most of you or some of you or a vocal minority possibly, want Anders Carlson cut. Totally get that, understandably. And yes, I get wanting the kicker who missed that field goal cut. And if that's what you want, then you probably should enjoy being a Minnesota Vikings fan, because that's exactly what the Vikings would do. If you want the Packers to emulate a team that has never won a championship ever in its history, that's on you, and I completely allow you to have whatever feeling you want. But I doubt Carlson gets cut. I think there's zero question they'll probably bring in competition. But they knew when they drafted him. They knew when they stuck with him through all these extra point misses throughout the season. There would be real tough moments, and this is certainly one of them. But I doubt he's gone. So we'll see. We shall see. On the defensive side, Joe Barry, I've got to say, actually called a pretty damn good game. And I know that final drive is going to stick in our minds for the entire offseason, where we all knew with a certainty that when the 49ers got the ball, Joe Barry was going to play his too high shell and essentially allow them to walk right down the field, which they did, until what seemed like the Packers allowed McCaffrey to score that touchdown with 1:07 remaining with all 3 timeouts. And then the brutal sequence there at the end. I mean, a nice first pass from Love to Dobbs. And then they pick up a first down. And then the really unfortunate decision by Love after escaping the pocket, throwing across his body into the middle of the field. Really never had a chance with that throw. It's a tough way to end it when you've got a bunch of timeouts in your pocket and you only need a field goal. But hopefully you live and you learn from these things. You move on to another season. The Packers are just starting out. This group the arrow is so pointed in the utmost highest direction. But tonight it stings and it really hurts. It really sucks. And I'm not denying that. No question about it. I want to say hello to everybody in the comment section. And really, I want to say hi to everybody who watched Cheesehead TV at all this season, tonight, throughout the year. We can't thank you guys enough. Really appreciate the support. We'll be here throughout the entirety of the offseason. I'll be back with Packers Daily on Monday. And all our content will now obviously shift to what the Packers have to do with their own pending free agents and what they might do in free agency. And then, of course, the NFL draft. So stick with us here at Cheesehead TV. It's all we do. Packers all year long. We don't stop. It don't stop. We don't stop. All right, folks, let's get to it. Let's see what y'all got to say. I'm sure got Joe starting us off with a super chat. 96 days until the NFL draft. There you go. There you go, Joe. That's what I'm talking about. It never ends. And you're right. That's the biggest kind of moment where the Packers will undoubtedly add talent to this roster. still going to be somewhat hamstrung cap-wise. Wouldn't expect them to be going crazy in any way, shape, or form in free agency. So the draft will be the next opportunity to really kind of get an influx of talent. Jake, what's going on, man? This will always hurt because we should have won, but this stupid baby Packer team will always have a special place in my heart, like the 0-3 team of destiny, 4th and 26. Go Pack, go forever. Jake, I don't think this quite hurt as much as 4th and 26, but it was close. It was definitely close. Soder, how you doing, man? This is what happens when you don't do transplants. I don't think we can shift the goalposts like that on LaFleur. I mean, we were joking this year that, when he hasn't done transplants, they don't make the playoffs, and they did. So I can't do that to the guy. I mean, look, speaking of Matt LaFleur, I understand there's going to be second guessing, misgiving about things that transpired tonight against the 49ers, which is understandable. I understand that completely. But you have got to pause and give Matt LaFleur all the credit in the world for getting this team this far, this team in particular, this far this season, and to be on the precipice of winning that game, which they should have done. We all know they absolutely didn't take advantage of the opportunity. But, man, the man can coach. Anybody talking about, he rode Aaron Rodgers' coattails can get the hell out because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. LaFleur can coach. That's evidenced by this team and the run that they made and the improvement that they showed throughout the entirety of the season. No question about it. Brendan, what's going on, man? Heartbreaking playoff losses have been the norm. Would rather have that than never making it. #Bears. Looking forward to next season. I mean, that's the problem, right? We've all somewhat been desensitized. Again, like when the 49ers got the ball, I was pretty sure, they're about to march down that field. And then when Jordan Love got the ball, I thought, okay, it's an opportunity for the young man to, have a real kind of plant your flag legacy moment. But none of it was to be. And it's kind of normal when it's talking about the Packers. But the difference is when it was Aaron Rodgers, it was at the end. You were desperately trying to get back. With Jordan, starting to build something here. This is only the start. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Soder, thanks for the super chat. They really missed A.J. Dillon tonight. Sigh. I agree. We talked about it on transplants. We talked about it again on the watch party. The perfect, quintessential A.J. Dillon night tonight. Really hurt to have him on the sideline because here's the thing. There were moments when I mentioned that 21-14 stretch where they just couldn't add on to the lead. I think Matt got a little pass happy. And obviously Aaron Jones had that insanely huge run when they were backed up on their own end. It was great. But for the most part in the second half, I would have really liked to see them button it up and kind of run some of those power concepts and maybe use A.J. Dillon if he had been available in that exact way, bleed some clock, try to stay ahead of the sticks. But, yeah, A.J. not being there, I think, hurt them. Would have been a perfect night for him. Carter, what's up? Can we get DBs who can catch and tackle? Whoa. Let's not ask for the moon here, Carter. I'll go with tackle. I mean, usually if you're playing defensive back, it's because you can't catch, right? But yes, tackling. Tackling would be great. I'd be down with some tackling. Hey, what's going on, man? Kicker had been an issue all year. It was bound to come back to haunt this team when it mattered. Yeah, no doubt about it. But as I said at the top, I mean, if you want to be like the Vikings, they should definitely cut Carlson. But yeah, it's the worst because kind of in the same way that you saw Mo Drayton's group be terrible all year and you knew it was going to cost you at the worst time, which it did, again, in a playoff loss to the 49ers. You saw it manifest itself tonight, kind of in the same way. Just brutal, man. Just brutal. Joe, what's going on, man? 10 sucked today, but I believe he is the future. I hope we see growth out of this. I think we can compete in 24. If we get another good draft, go Pack, go. All right. I don't think he sucked. I think Jordan had some really tough throws. He missed some guys who were open. Definitely not his best night. But that is one of the best defenses in the NFL. It is without question, one of the best teams in the NFL, and he held his own. Let's not act like he was, I don't know, Jaron Hall out there. Yes, again, tough moments, no doubt about it, but he didn't suck. Tyler, what's going on, man? Proud of this team. Their fight in this game was awesome. The future is so bright and exciting. Also, no more Campbell, please. Yeah, I would suspect Devondre Campbell's probably played his last down as a Packer. That's complete guesswork on my part, but it's very apparent, especially when you're watching the 49ers and how their linebackers fly around and make plays and shut things down and don't allow yards after the catch and, just make tackles. Yeah, got to get better there. Brendan, what's up? Can't forget about the weather affecting this game at the end either. Bummer, but on to the next year. Yeah, but that's the game, right? Like, that's both teams are playing in it. Like, I understand what you're saying, but never, ever, ever look at that as an excuse or a but, at least not in my book. It's like, that's the game. You're playing on the field as 11 men against 11 other men, trying to reach your goal, trying to make this happen. The other team isn't playing in a dome. You're playing on the same field. Don Vito, what's up, man? We can't let teams walk down the field, especially with that secondary. I just want Vrabel for DC. Please, God, please. Yeah, the Vrabel thing will be interesting. I suspect he'll be a head coach somewhere, but yeah, the frustration with the inevitability of it all. Again, I'll probably say this all night. When the Niners got the ball, you knew they were marching right down the field. And here's the thing. Yeah, Barry's group had some 3-and-outs and got some big-time stops tonight, and it was very exciting. All for it to come down to that moment where it's like you needed the game-defining stop at the end of the game. Much the same way I think pretty much everyone knew there was a decent chance Carlson was going to miss that kick. I had a pretty good feeling that Barry's group was going to let them walk right down the field. We've been watching this team all year, right? Ain't like this stuff is new. Ed Pierce, what's up, man? Not making that 4th and short, bad snap on the last field goal and Love's last pass, but this cements in their heads that they can play with anybody. What a season. Yeah, they can play with anybody. No doubt about it. Donnie, what's going on, man? Barry has to go. Will Matt LaFleur pull the trigger? We shall see. Corey asked me that post-game on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm at a 6. 10 being he's gone, 1 being he stays. I'm at a 6. Ask me again on Monday. Dustin, thanks, man. Don't know one fan who thinks this season on isn't plus. Is that like voice to text going wrong, man? I'm trying to work here, and I can't decipher what is clearly a code that I need to break. Eric, what's going on? Love you and Cheesehead TV, Nags. The 49ers were given a gift. The rest of the NFL is on notice. Love is him. Green Bay are them. That's a rosy outlook, Eric. And for the most part, I agree. Look, the 49ers are a very good football team, and certainly the Packers took it to them tonight. The Packers did not make the most of every opportunity. Of that, there is no doubt. But the 49ers made plays as well. I mean, I keep thinking of that slant on 3rd down that Ayuk catches with Nixon in great coverage. And, like, not interference, but just great, like, shadowing, basically, coverage. Ayuk comes up with it. Like, they made plays, too. Sometimes you got to tip your cap and you got to say, they're pretty damn good. Joel, what's up? Aaron, hell of a year. Thanks for all the great content. You've made me connect to the Packers from 4,000 miles away onwards. 2024 is bright. Hashtag Go Pack Go. Thank you, Joel. Really appreciate that, man. Thanks so much. Lewis, what's going on? Biggest bummer is we had won that game. I legit think if we had won that game, I think we are in the Super Bowl. Better team lost today. I am sad. Being sad is natural right now, my man. I feel you. Brad, how are you? Why does this hurt so bad, even with the future so bright? Because it's an opportunity that you had right there in front of you. You could taste it when they went up 21-14, and then Barry's group got the stop, and Love and company got the ball back, you had visions of 28, points on the scoreboard, or God forbid, 24 with a made kick. You thought, yes, here we go. But it was not to be. Dangled it in front of you and then took it away. That's the pain of it. That's the pain of it. There's joy as well, but that's the pain of it. Jacques, what's going on, man? Thanks, Aaron, for the content this year. From 2 and 5 to a field goal to beating the best team in the NFC. Got to be proud of the guys. Goody will kill it in the draft. Just as long as he doesn't draft a kicker. I kid. Jacab24, thank you, sir. Insert the Paul Walker, dude, I almost had you meme. It's true. Good representation of this game. Matthew Clark, how are you, sir? Never annoying, Matthew Clark. Nags, thanks for your company again this season. Positives are hard to find, but I have alcohol, no work tomorrow, and an hour till the wife wakes up. Amazing season. Got to go 17-0 next year. Cheers. Matthew, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. All these late games, too. You're always up like 4 a.m. or something there across the pond. Really appreciate you, man. Overshadow, how you doing, man? Joe Barry's gone, right? I can't again. 1 to 10, he's at a 6. That's where I'm at right now. We shall see. Mike Witt, how you doing, man? Should have signed a kicker in the middle of the season. And please, God, Matt, get rid of Joe, please. Probably should have signed a kicker in the middle of the season. However, I understand why they were patient and will probably continue to be patient with Carlson. That doesn't mean you have to agree with it. I'm just saying I understand it. Tamor, what's going on? Love's last 3 drives were just bad. I agree. I mean, I'm not sugarcoating it. He certainly did not deliver in those situations, and he had opportunities to do so. I do think the Niners had a say in this a little bit, but yeah, missing he missed Kraft, he missed Jones, although some of that is just off-schedule stuff where, there's just, people are reading it differently. Like the Jones miss is so tough because it should have been an easy completion. Clearly, Love thinks he's sitting down there, but Jones is continuing on. And, they just missed the throw, missed the play. It's hard, man. It's hard. Steve, what's up? Somehow we're sitting here tonight trying to figure out how we didn't beat San Francisco on the road with a first-year starter at QB. Tonight stinks, but the future doesn't. Very much agree, Steve, but you can only live in the now, right? I understand looking to the future, and you're right. It is bright, and I totally agree. But in the moment, you let an opportunity slip away. It was right there for the taking. And yet again, it eluded the Green Bay Packers. Brody, what's up? Thoughts on Barry? It seems the past few seasons he's put his best work at the end of the year, but it hasn't been enough. What happens with him? I think more likely than not he's gone, but a lot of ball game left. Godsmack, what's going on? Hell of a year. I didn't even expect to win this game, but the way this young team battled against one of the NFL's best was phenomenal. Go Pack, go. I will admit, Godsmack, and I will agree with you. I am pretty damn proud of the effort from the Green Bay Packers tonight. The fact that they were not only close to winning the game at all, but were winning deep into the fourth quarter, had command and somewhat control of this game in the second half. I mean, yes, again, missed opportunity, but I'm damn proud of this team for coming as far as they have from where they were when they were 2-5 and 3-6 to on the precipice of the NFC Championship game. It sucks tonight, but overall, pretty damn proud. Pretty damn proud. Heidi, what's up? Nags, I'm sad. I knew when they missed the field goal. We all knew it. The 49ers, damn them, we had it. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When they missed that field goal, wasn't resigned to the Packers losing. It's always a lot of ball game left, but I didn't feel great about it. I didn't love their chances. Let's put it that way. Soder, thanks again, man. Need the Packers to get off of having the QB to be great to win. Can we get a win with defense just for once? Soder, this is Green Bay. That's not how they operate. You know this. Raha, thanks for the super chat. I would bet my children on the defense giving up a TD at the end. Still, heck of a year. Yeah. Like I said, we all felt it. We all knew it was coming. Simon, what's going on? I say we leave 6 points on the field with 4th and failed. Love shove and also the obvious missed field goal. You see any more? No, the early opportunity is really sting. I said on Twitter after it happened, and I'm going to say it again, I hated both those calls. Forget the love shove, which, okay, quote, came up short, though. Did it? I never saw a definitive view, but I hated the third down call as well. Running Jones out of the gun at that defense. Can we just line up, man? Get the quarterback under center and run the football? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Or, run a pick play and get someone open. The whole running out of the gun on short yardage is just like the bane of my existence. But look, if he makes it, no one's saying a word, and they maybe get a 1st and goal and maybe score a touchdown, and like the whole thing changes, yada, yada, yada. I understand all that, but man, I hated both those calls with the fire of 1,000 suns. Doug Hype, what's up? We have found a way to unite all people of the world in peace in our hatred of drafting and developing a kicker. Well, Packers fans anyway, no doubt about it. Uncultured, how you doing, man? On the bright side, the next defensive coordinator will have some decent tools in the toolbox. We need a different defensive philosophy. Oh, brother, I could not agree with that last sentence more if I tried. Joe, what's going on, man? 2 and 5 in the red zone, including failed sneak, is the biggest stat that explains the failure to win tonight. I mean, yeah, but is it? Because there are plenty of other plays out there to be made throughout the game. Yes, the red zone is important. No question about it. But man, there's plenty of other opportunities. 3rd and 10s, 2 3rd and 10s given up, or 3rd and long, given up in the second half that should have shut the door on points for the 49ers. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, red zone issues will get you killed. They'll get you beat. G. David, what's up? Opportunities do not grow on trees. That said, I really do trust in the LaFleur-Love partnership. Nothing is guaranteed, but those two are high-quality people, and I have a good feeling about them. Yeah, I mean, not only that, but how young most of this team is, especially on offense, you feel really good about their growth there. I'm fascinated to see what happens on defense. If Joe is let go or allowed to walk, what are the ideas for scheme fit and who, like, obviously which coordinator comes in to take the job, but what is the brief? Like, do you want to keep the same style of defense, which is entirely possible? Matt wanted this style of defense when he hired Joe. Or does he switch? Does he become like I've got to get something very different, and we're going to, maybe switch to a 4-3. I don't know, but yeah, that's the biggest question mark to me this offseason. No question about it. Tyler, what's up? Love this season. So many ups and downs, but to go toe-to-toe with the Niners, this was a great preview of what this team will be able to do with some more experience. For the most part, I agree. Again, the defensive side is interesting, but yeah, the fact that they showed what they showed down the stretch over the course of the last month plus, really excited. The future is bright, no doubt. Godsmack, thanks again, man. Look at it this way. We beat Minnesota, Chicago, and Dallas back to back to back. That alone made the season worthwhile. I mean, hell, if you want to go old school 80s, we swept the Bears. Successful season. I know none of you kids understand that, but in my life, that's the truth. Don Vito 591. Any relation to the other Don Vito? As irritating as it is to lose to the Niners yet again, the fact that this team grew as much as it did in as short a time is truly impressive. Very much so. And that is, again, a testament to not only LaFleur, but to, his entire coaching staff. The way this team absolutely improved almost across the board on both sides of the ball is pretty damn impressive. And hey, shout out to Gutekunst for collecting the talent. Drew, what's up? What a fun season, man. Thanks for the fun podcast. What position do you like to see the Packers improve at during the offseason? All of them. Look, you're never, ever sitting still. You're always getting better. You're always getting worse. It's all about who you're bringing in for competition. There's some spots that I think Packers fans are probably sitting here thinking, oh, that's set. where you could see some guys drafted or maybe even brought in free agency. Always trying to breed competition. You're always trying to get better. That said, I'm always, anybody who's watched this channel for any length of time or followed me throughout the entire Cheesehead TV run, or even when I was on the beat, it's all about up front. One of the big reasons the Packers had such a tough time, especially in the second half, of moving the football, is because the 49ers can rush 4 guys and absolutely wreck you. Even if you got 5 or maybe even 6 with a tight end brought in to try and, block them up. You got Bosa up there. You got Chase Young up there. You got Kinlaw. You got these guys who are just wrecking shop, and they only need to rush 4 of them. Everyone else is playing something else in coverage down by down. Like sometimes it's man, sometimes it's zone, cover 3, cover 2, cover 4. You're able to kind of mix coverages while never having to resort to blitzing. I mean, I think they blitzed like 3, maybe 4 times all night, they being the 49ers. So for me, it's always about the lines. It's always about beefing up and winning the line of scrimmage. And I do think the Packers played pretty damn well up front on defense today, better than I expected them to. But the offensive line kind of got run over quite a bit tonight. So, yeah, to me, I'm always looking to beef up the lines. Now, I don't know what the Packers will do. We'll see. They'll always fun surprises on draft weekend, but we shall see. John, what's up? I appreciate all the work from Cheesehead TV this year, Nags. Matt LaFleur saying he just prays when Carlson goes out there was a bit shocking. I mean, I don't think you have to read between the lines there. Look, it's not like, the Beatles and Yellow Submarine. Everyone doesn't live all together in harmony, right? Matt LaFleur has been handed a roster. If you ask Matt LaFleur on Truth Serum, I'm pretty sure he would have said at some point this season, can we bring in a veteran kicker? But he doesn't make that call. Brian does, right? So he's got to live with it. And him saying that, I can't say I'm surprised because he's watched him miss a bunch, as have we all. You can't directly call him out, but that's essentially Matt kind of alluding to the fact that it's not his call. He would have brought someone else in. Now, a couple of years ago when they lost to the 49ers and Mo Drayton's group was out there, then that's on Matt, right? Matt could have let Mo Drayton go and didn't. But Carlson being kept, that's not his decision. So I'm not entirely surprised. Brad, what's up? Matt LaFleur endorsement of D today in post. FJB, proud still. Not quite sure what you're saying there, Brad. I need a translator. Mimsy, what's going on? Not to be a whiner, but here you go. But the spot on 4th and the missed grounding were as bad as Savage and Anders whiffing. Bad time for Love's worst throw. Would like to see him run it when it's in front of him. Go, Pack, go. Yeah, I would have liked to see him run it. I do think there's someone on the edge there, but it's a rough decision from Jordan. Hopefully he improves in that regard. I agree there. Yeah, the spot and the missed ground absolutely should have been grounding. It is what it is. You got to overcome it. Good teams do. I understand it, man. It definitely sucks, but there's no referee forgiveness in the NFL. Got to overcome it. Christopher, what's up? Joe B isn't to blame this game. The defense kept us in it. The 49er offense is a monster. We played with passion and a fire. Go, Pack, go. I found Joe Barry's burner. Christopher, I'm kidding. I hear you. I mean, it's a group effort. Everybody's got some blame coming their way, including Joe. John Simitovich, what's up? Thanks for everything. Love you, Cheesehead TV. See you in Indy. What's up, John? Yes, see you in Indy for the Combine. Coin flip eligible. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Rai, what's going on? Gary flickers on and off. Needs more consistency. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I do think teams are running lots of stuff at him to try and, limit his ability to impact the game. But you saw him tonight. He was in on more than a few plays. One in particular that, his pressure directly led to an incompletion on 3rd down that got him off the field. But yes, you would like to see a little bit more on a consistent basis. No doubt. Brad, what's up? Drink of choice tonight to dull them senses? I'm on my, I don't know what it is. I think this is my 6th Lagunitas. Good stuff. Coin flip eligible. Thanks again. You think Zach Tom getting yanked was sus? Sus? No, he was hurt. Oh, don't. What are you putting on your tinfoil hat? What? No, he's hurt. Guys, killing me. Ryan, what's going on? New except chat Dales with Nags. Aussie owner flew to the U.S. Worst games this season in Vegas, Denver, Minnesota. Pack welcomed me. Yelled at Corey from neighbors drinking wine with Magic Man. Rad season. Nags for getting me past divorce. Love Nags for getting me past divorce. Ryan, that's really, A, really generous. And B, I feel you, man. Been there, as I'm sure you know. And that moment, you're talking about, so wait, you yelled at Corey from the neighbors when you were drinking wine with Magic Man? Corey called me that night. He was like, dude, Don Mikowski was, 2 doors over, and I got to talk to him. Like, he met Mikowski that day. I love that. Ryan, I feel it, brother, and thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you. Keep your head up. Every day is better. I promise you that. Mike Witt, what's going on? Think 33 is back next year? Sure hope so. Ooh, baby. I can't believe, we're 32 minutes into this. This is the first time I've been asked this. Really tough. I think so, but I'm pretty sure I'm thinking with my heart right now. If I'm thinking with my head, I think it's a coin flip. It's tough. I think a big part of it will be how Aaron and his people being Drew Rosenhaus, are able to work with the Packers on getting his cap number down and what they do with his contract. They obviously cannot bring him back at what his number is set to be in 2024, but we all know how intertwined Jones is to the community and the Packers in general, and the way he, quote, carries the G, and the way he affects the game. I mean, he's the first back to have over 100 yards against the Niners in 51 games. You know, he's had 100 yards now, over 100 yards in the last 5 games in a row here. Now, of course, the problem being that he missed a ton of the season due to injury. He's an older back, not getting any younger. Father Time is undefeated. But he clearly makes the offense, quote, go, right? There's zero doubt the offense is better when he's in there. I suspect they'll probably draft a back or two and try to bring him back. But a lot of ball game left there. Tamor, thanks again, man. I got one more, Nags. I think you got to dip into free agency and throw money at Antoine Winfield. Odds are you don't nail the draft 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row? 3? You mean 3, because last year's draft's pretty damn good, too. Antoine Winfield, man, that's a pipe dream. I can't imagine they could afford him. You guys got to understand, they are not out of the woods next year when it comes to the cap. They're not going to be throwing money around. They'll look at some second, maybe even third wave free agents, but Antoine Winfield's going to get PAID paid. It ain't going to be by Green Bay. But yes, I wouldn't be surprised if they, look through what's available in the safety market and free agency. Yeah, but no way. That's even considering, does Winfield even make it to the market? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, franchise tags are out there, transition tags, and then maybe even re-signing him by the Bucks. I mean, a long way to go there. Keith, what's going on? Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, the Green Bay Packers will rise again. Bears still suck. Vikings blow. Go Pack go, and carry the G into next year. Well said, Keith. Well stated. Brody, how are you? I believe this team can win a title next season. We were joking about that on the watch party. It's so funny how we've gone from, okay, it's going to be a tough year. We just got to need an answer on Jordan. Okay, Jordan's the guy. 2024 will probably be, okay, build it up and make a playoff run. And then the title window opens in 2025. And now we're all like, okay, got to go win the Super Bowl next year. I mean, it's the old joke from, the coaching joke. Now you done it. You done messed up. You set the standard. That's what the Packers did this year. That's what the Packers did getting to this point of the season. You set the standard. Jordan Love, we're going to kind of chip away, at getting at the playoffs. No. We're in the playoffs. We're in the divisional round right out the gate. So now the expectations are divisional round at the minimum. You got to go win that game, get to the NFC Championship game, hopefully win that game, get to the Super Bowl. You set the standard. You guys did it. Don Vito. Has A.J. Dillon played his last down as a Packer? Crystal ball time. No. Chuck, what's going on? 49ers defense is stacked, and our young Bucks nearly let them develop. The rest of the NFL should be shaking in their boots. Y'all rock, by the way. Thank you, Chuck. I mean, that's a very optimistic way of looking at it. For the most part, I agree. Still a lot of chances out there that they should have taken, but yes, for the most part. That is the thing I hope most Packers fans kind of recalibrate after tonight, because I understand being emotional in the moment, which this certainly is the moment after the loss, but that was a team that most pundits were saying was just going to walk all over the Packers. And that certainly did not happen tonight. Cheeto, what's up? For a minute, I thought we were going to actually do it. Here's to my last game day super chats for Cheesehead TV. What a year. Cheeto, you'll be back. We'll be back on Packers Daily. But yes, your last game day super chat. Appreciate you, man. Matt, thanks for being a Carry the G Club member. The loss sucks, but love how this season turned out given the circumstances. As long as we're not stuck in Joe Barry purgatory another year, I'm good. It's a major question, right? No doubt about it. Isaac, how are you, man? Hell of a year. Much appreciated for keeping us entertained all year. Love the energy and can't wait for next year. Energy is a good word for 2023 seasons, right? This team was so noticeably up in a way that some of the Packers teams of the last few years certainly were not. And I love the idea of this team growing together and having that energy throughout. I'm pumped for that. Porkmaster, how are you, man? Important offseason. I know they're all important. We are so close. 2-5. I was in the gutter, but this team rallied. Matt LaFleur is awesome. Pure awesome. You can coach. I'll tell you that. Every coach has their weaknesses. Every coach has things they need to work on and get better at. But man, yes, that man can coach. Chad, what's up? In the blink of an eye, we could be 10 years down the road with 3 NFC championship losses or maybe 3 Super Bowls. It's just hard to watch another playoff loss we should have won. Chad, but at this point, you should be so well-versed and experienced at it. I'm kidding. I kid. I make light because it's true. You're right. Ian, what's up? Aaron, thanks for everything you do all year round and putting up with my craziness, LOL. Go Pack Go. Love you, dude. Ian, you are the man. The way you support Cheesehead TV in such a positive manner, and you have for years, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, man. It was great to meet you finally in Green Bay. Thanks for the support. I appreciate you, dude. Michael, what's up? Nobody gave us a chance in hell. W season, period. Michael telling it like it is. Soda, what's up? I'm wounded, but the fact that this many people love the Green Bay Packers warms my soul. Still bitterly pissed. Screw this fucking shit. Screw this San Francisco. Yeah, of course, tons of people love the Green Bay Packers. They might love it in different ways, but yeah, we out here. We're legion, as they say. Jacab24, what's up? My girl was at her boss's party tonight. He's a Bears fan and was cheering so hard for the Niners. Oh, yeah. Is your girlfriend's boss Dan Katz? So I saw Dan on Twitter talking about, let's go get this touchdown, 49ers. Bears fans, it's all they have is rooting against the Packers in the playoffs because you know they're not in the playoffs. Please. G. David, what's up? I distinctly remember everyone saying Rodgers and this team will for sure be back after the 2010 Super Bowl. Spent almost 1.5 decades fearing that prognostication was wrong. Just want it to be different this time. They're just starting. They're just starting. Let's relax. Let's let it develop. Let's let it play out. A lot of ball game left. I mean, this is nothing even close to Rodgers and the Packers not getting back to the Super Bowl after 2010. Like so much ball game left. Daniel, what's up? Now that we've developed a kicker, now we should just keep him. What contributors are we most likely losing? Fun enough, Daniel. The person who absolutely hates like the fact that we drafted a kicker the most, Corey Banke, is absolutely there with you. It's like you've gone through the growing pains now. You should absolutely reap the rewards. And what I said at the top of the stream, I'll say it again. You want Carlson cut? You would probably love being a Minnesota Vikings fan because that's exactly what they would do. If you want the Packers to operate like a team that's never won any championships, you're a weirder person than I am. Sumo, what's up? Cut Carlson, fire Barry? No, fire Greg Olson. Well, that's why you got to watch the Cheesehead TV watch party so you don't have to listen to Greg Olson. Carl, what's up? Upgrades at safety, inside backer, O-line, and depth at edge and cornerback would be nice. Any other positions, Carl? Carl just like lists the roster. Thanks to Cheesehead TV for the great content. Cheers. Thank you, Carl. Yeah, but I get it. Safety, definite need. Inside backer, certainly a need, though I don't think as much of one. They'll absolutely need to add someone. Although I will say, it'll be interesting to see who falls to them in the draft, right? Because that's really the driver as far as value goes. Brad Wallace, thanks for becoming a Carry the G Club member. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Oh, what is this? I'm getting texts from Packers personnel. Hold, please. Sorry, guys. Just give me 2 seconds here. I love it. Soder, what's up? Hey, they ran a lot of TJ at nose and Kenny at DN. That was kind of cool. I don't know if you saw my gut reaction, Soder, but Kenny Clark was out of his mind tonight. He was so good. He was so good. I mean, anybody who thinks, and I've seen some comments about, oh, Kenny is either overrated or they need to move on. Like, you all need to relax. Danny, what's up? This is only the beginning for this team. Lombardi back home within 3 years. Thanks for another great magical year, Packers and Nags. It's always go, Pack, go. 3 years, Danny. I like that window. I'm down with that. I wouldn't mind if it was next year, but hell yeah. Braden, what's going on? Butterfingers Nixon, what a wild play. A few key players away from being something special. Keep the heart and soul of the green and gold. 33, pay 25 and 10. Nixon's an interesting one, right? I'm fascinated to see what they do there. But, I mean, hell, that play tonight, that return was amazing. But, my God, hang on to the ball. But, yes, you love his return ability. And he's somewhat inconsistent on defense, but you love his passion, his fire. He definitely, puts it out there every single play, which you can't discount. But I still think if you're, want to improve your floor on defense, you probably have to get better at slot. That's just me. Doug Hype, what's up? Need Magic to finish signing my 1990 football. We'll get him right on that. Drew, what's going on? Thanks again for doing this every day. We all appreciate the dedication. Can't wait for what the future holds. You're carrying the G for real. Drew, thank you so much. That's very, very much appreciated. Dickie Spaz, what a handle. We are a young team, yes, but it's been 15 years of the Packers choking in the playoffs. Will we be getting rid of Bakhtiari and the other dead weight? I don't think they'll be getting rid of Bakhtiari, actually. When he's on the field, he still lights out and playing at an all-pro level. And if you do cut him, you're literally going to be paying pretty much the same amount as you would be if he was on your roster. And then he goes and plays for someone else. So now he's counting what he would have counted anyway against your salary cap and playing at an all-pro level for another team. So, yeah, no. Jason, what's up? The long Jones run was reminiscent of his long catch and run against the 49ers a few years ago. They got no points either time. Except on the catch and run in Lambeau, it was very apparent that he needed to just run out of bounds. On this one, I understood him trying to make Ward miss and the move he made there. But, yeah, the long run not resulting in points. Unfortunately similar. Coin flip. What's up, man? Did not see Tom get hurt. Go, Pack, go. Huh? Thank you, brother. Brad, what's going on? Aaron Jones restructures deal to basically a 2-year deal. Draft your next guy. Dylan walks, sadly. Keep drafting for more O-line depth. And to no one's surprise, you'll see a lot of D draft picks. You know what, Brad? I wouldn't be surprised if all of that happens. Overshadow, what's going on? Seriously, though, the seat will be on fire if Matt keeps face. I mean, Joe can't be worth it for him. I mean, that's the thing, though. If you're Matt, you definitely bought yourself some capital here this season. And if he deems Joe worthy of returning, I would not be surprised to see it happen. That's why I've only got it at a 6 on a 1 to 10 scale. 10 being he's fired, 1 meaning he stays. I think we're going a little over the threshold of towards, yeah, he's probably going to get fired, but there's still some ball game left there. Thanks so much for the super chat. That final throw by Love brought back Favre days. I've been saying all year he's way more like Favre than he is like Rodgers. And that was pretty apparent on that throw. Yeah, it's a brutal decision. No doubt about it. Matt, what's going on, man? Don't let anyone fool you, folks. It is still a great day to be a Packers fan. Also, Mason would have made that kick. Okay, have a good night. Yeah, like he made it for the Giants, right? I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Love you, Matt. Menace, what's going on? I'm no Barry apologist or advocate, but the way Savage, Campbell, and Owens played tonight, Fritz Shermer couldn't have won that game. I mean, hey, Owens made up for his missed tackle on Kittle with a really nice takedown of McCarthy in the backfield. McCaffrey, in the backfield. However, for the most part, I'm kind of in agreement with you. They definitely needed a significant uptick on the defensive side of the ball when it comes to talent. Porkmaster, what's going on? Savage had a chance to be legendary. Anders had a chance to be average. Love whiff some play calls. When we play bad together. I mean, that's the thing on Savage. Like, even if he goes on and has the rest of the game transpire exactly as it did, as far as his missed tackles and what have you, if he just makes that play on that opening drive and takes that one to the house, oh my God. Man cements himself forever, not only in Packers lore, but just like NFL lore. 2 pick sixes in the playoffs, back-to-back games. I think maybe that's going through his head as that ball's coming right at him. OC19, what's up? Ray Finkel. Oh, man. Laces out, OC19. Laces out. Ian, thanks, man. Sorry to ask again, but thoughts on Barry's employment next year? Everyone watching follow Cheesehead TV. Ian, I've been saying it all night. I think there's a pretty good chance he's gone, but a lot of ball game left. Ryan, how are you? Yeah, Reds with Don were amazing. Let me wear Hall of Fame ring. My 5th game ever. That night was massive. Packer fans, so hospitable. Love you, bro. Reply, G, the pack from Australia and back soon. Few Dales pale on me. I look forward to being bought some Dale's Pale Ale, always. Thank you, Ryan. Doug Hype, what's going on, man? T-Set TV makes life 10 times better. We're 10X? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, brother. Bruce, how you doing, man? I'm sure this was talked about, but the clock was 0:00 on the CMC TD. I think they snapped it right after the clock hit 0:00, which the refs are always going to let go. But I hear you, man. Esteban, what's going on? What do you think? Fire Barry or keep him? Me? I'd fire him. You're asking what I think? I'd fire him yesterday. But Matt LaFleur? I still think he's gone, but there's a chance he's back. Ian, thanks again, man. I appreciate you taking all these chats. Get some rest, and thank you for everything. Follow Cheesehead TV. The future for the Packers and Cheesehead TV is bright. Thank you, brother. Mark, how you doing, man? Man, I saw Jordan was going to do something that Rodgers wasn't able to do against the 49ers, bring them back late to win. I'm real. Yeah, tough ending. No question about it. Skylar, thank you. Heartbreaking loss, another missed opportunity. Saying that, this was a fun team to watch this year. So much growth. Excited about what their future holds. I mean, that's what you got to latch on to here if you want to get out of the doldrums, right? But in the moment, I understand people being upset and down. Makes total sense. I'm with you, though, Skylar. The arrow is pointing way up in Green Bay. Joseph Bell, what's up, man? Love you, Nags. Thank you for another wonderful season's worth of work and content. Thank you, sir, for tuning in and for, engaging in the content at all. Appreciate it. Brody, thanks so much, man. If Bach stays, what does that mean for Walker? They probably have a really good swing tackle for cheap. excellent depth, who has a ton of banked reps, ready to step in at a moment's notice if something goes wrong again? That would be my guess. All right, buddy. I'm going to have to get going. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm almost an hour here. Holy cow. Which I understand it's the end and we're all heartbroken and we all want to try and make it last as long as we can, right? But this is the end of the Packers season. That said, I cannot thank you guys enough for everything you do as far as being involved or, engaging with Cheesehead TV in any way, shape, or form. Really appreciate it. As you guys know, this is our first year as a standalone entity at Cheesehead TV. You guys have made it really special. I really appreciate it. And as Corey said on Watch Party, we will be doing a very big, I'm going to say facelift, but we're doing some pretty significant upgrades / changes, ways of working when it comes to our content and what we offer, both here on the channel, on YouTube, and on the website and social. Everything is going to be expanded, improved upon, augmented, what have you. We're going to be doing a lot this offseason. So really happy to have you all on board here this kind of first year, even though we're 16 years in, our first year as an actual business, I guess you'd call it. But you guys make it amazing. The fact that I can get in front of a camera every day and just talk about the Green Bay Packers, it's kind of therapy for me. So I appreciate it. And I love the fact that there's so many, I'm not even going to say like-minded because we don't all always agree, right? But the fact that there are so many people who feel as passionately as we do about the Green Bay Packers, it always kind of blows my mind, and it also makes it really special, right? Because there's a lot of people out there who don't understand. Hell, there's Packers fans who kind of don't understand some of the passion. But I know you all really, really do. And the fact that I found fellow travelers in that regard really means the world to me. So thank you so much. Disappointing end to an amazing season. I'll be back on Monday with Packers Daily, along with Carry the G and MKE. And we'll have a final wrap-up Let's Talk Football with Andy. And then the final Packer Transplants will be live on Wednesday. So lots coming your way down the stretch here in the Packers Daily every day throughout the offseason. Really appreciate everybody. Tough loss, but the future is bright. Thank you so much. I will see you on Monday. Have a good night. Go Pack Go.